This is the Morning Swim Show for Wednesday, May 12th, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush, and in the Finis Monitor today, sprint star Cullen Jones. He's one of the big names at the Charlotte Grand Prix meet this weekend, and Cullen joins us right now in the Finis Monitor. Cullen, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
All right, the big talk about this meet is that there's a lot of money that they're going to give to swimmers, but you got to swim 3 events to really be in contention for the money. You're a 50-100 guy. Are you going to go for a 3rd event?
Absolutely. Mainly because my coach wants me to swim another event rather than just the 50 and the 100. So I'm going to be swimming the 100 fly. Get your cameras ready because this does not happen often.
So 100 fly, I mean, you know, if you can swim, you can swim, some people say. But, I mean, what's if you were totally rested, shaved, the whole 9 yards, what do you think you could go in 100 fly?
I have no idea. I know that I'm entered in with a yards time, which was 48.8 about 3 years ago when I was still in college. So, I have no idea. My goal is just to make it back and to not get out of the pool laughing at how bad I did. So I'm just excited to swim it. I'm very positive mentally about it, and there's no worries when it comes to it. I'm just excited to swim something that's different from the 50 and the 100 where I do feel pressure.
Yeah, it must be nice every once in a while to just swim an event where you don't have any expectations.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's what David really wanted me to do. He told me he wanted me to swim a 3rd event no matter what, no matter how I placed. He just wanted me to swim a different event and swim an off event.
All right, you are heavily involved in the Make a Splash Foundation. Very, very important work you're doing. First of all, what is the latest? Do you do that every single week? I mean, how involved are you right now?
Well, very involved. I just actually got off of a conference call from a lot of the people that kind of manage me and tell me exactly what we're going to be doing. And we're starting up this year. Actually, the week after UltraSwim, I'll be in Omaha, starting off the first Make a Splash for 2010. So last year we had a great turnout. We had about 15,000 kids that were influenced just last year alone. And we've just hit the 325,000 mile mark of people just being involved with Make a Splash. So it's been amazing. And this next year we're just trying to, last year it was more about awareness, and this year it's about action. And we're really just trying to get parents to really push their kids to learn how to swim, not just making them aware of the problem, but figuring out ways for them to actually make action and really help make these numbers come down.
Now, as important as that work is, do you find it ever gets in the way of training as much as you'd like to?
Well, I've been, thanks to ConocoPhillips, they've been able to work out a program where my coach actually comes with me. So David will send one of the swim mat coaches with me, and I can train on the road, which is not a fun or easy thing to do, but it is necessary for me to stay where I am and be competitive in the 50 and the 100.
But can you still... Even with that, sometimes it's tough to find the consistency as when you're coming to the same pool day in, day out. I mean, do you feel like you've had to sacrifice some of that for this other great cause?
Not really. Mainly because it was an adjustment period because it's kind of hard to be on the road so much and not be able to swim with your teammates and be consistent and go from one place to another, which you're used to, and finding that rhythm. But after a while, you just kind of get used to it. And, for me, it's water is water anywhere that I am. And as long as I have someone who's in touch with my coach and is coaching me, I can usually just get the job done.
How do the U.S. sprinters stack up against the rest of the world right now?
I think that we are very, very competitive. I think that we have great names. You have Nathan Adrian, you have Garrett Weber-Gill. You have people that are very, very competitive. I think in the next couple of years, you're definitely going to see us step up. And we've all talked about it, and we know that there's some hard work to be put in to keep up with your Cesar Ciellos of the world. And let's just say he's going to have some real close competition from the U.S. soon. That's without a doubt.
Well, and France has once again showed that they're going to be strong in the sprints. I mean, they've put up some great times already this year.
Right. The great thing about the U.S. is that we're extremely competitive, and with every summer comes a new name. Last year, David Walters stepped up huge in the 100 freestyle, got the American record, which I think a lot of people just didn't really expect. I mean, he definitely had the tutelage and definitely had the experience and had the skill to do so, but not a lot of people expect that. And one of the great things about us as a country is, you never know who's going to step up and wear that red, white, and blue, and then, go over there and represent us well. So you never know. The names are going to change, and I plan on being part of one of those people that are on that relay, that plan on stepping up for the U.S., and I know there are quite a few people that are right there with me. So I think we're going to be competitive. I know that the French have said before that, their main goal is to crush the Americans, and I mean, last time that didn't work out so well. So I know 4 people are going to step up for the U.S., and we're going to swim well.
There's a new name you're quite familiar with, Josh Schneider.
Absolutely.
He told us he's looking forward to coming back and training with you in North Carolina.
Josh has been a great training partner for me, especially last year when he was with us, and definitely kept me on my toes. And he's only gotten better, winning NCAAs in the 50 freestyle. I'm looking forward to having him as a teammate, and he's coming to SwimMac, and it's going to really open up a lot of doors for both of us. I think that with both of us training against each other, it's going to be similar to Cesar Cielo, Fred Bousquet kind of mix-up. So, I mean, I think the SwimMac is really growing when it comes to their sprints. When you have Nick Brunelli there also, you're going to see a lot of stuff coming out of North Carolina.
All right, Josh told us that he still feels like he's raw, he's figuring it out. Does that mean that this guy's got, world record potential in the 50 meters?
Oh, absolutely. I think I would never take it away from anyone, but when he is one of the most raw swimmers I've ever seen, even coming in last year. I worked with him the first day he came, and I saw just exponential change in not only his stroke, but his speed. So I think he has got a lot to learn from where he is right now. And he's still extremely fast. You're going to see a lot of stuff coming out of Josh.
I hear that next week you're going to go to the Masters Nationals.
Yes, I'm excited to go to the Masters Nationals because we can suit up. I really want to wear one of the illegal floating suits again for the last time and swim the 50 freestyle and the 100 freestyle. And it's really just going to see, coming off of this meet where I'm going to be wearing just a jammer, see where I am in comparison to last year, even though it's going to be yards. Okay.
Are you going to wear a cap? Because I've never seen your hair that long.
I'm definitely wearing a cap, wearing a dome cap. I'm going to... I might not look like a swimmer right now, but I'm definitely going to play the part, for sure.
I was going to say, I think you're going to counteract the whole high-tech suit thing.
Hey, man, Ryan Lochte's hair is long. He stuffs it in the cap. I'll get mine in there.
Well, good luck, Cullen, this weekend and next, and throughout the summer.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Cullen Jones joining us, and that is it for the show today. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish. Our May issue of Swimming World magazine brings you complete coverage of the women's and men's NCAA swimming and diving Division I championships. On the cover is the Texas Longhorns men's team, which surged on the third day of competition to win the 10th title for Coach Eddie Reese. You can read John Lone's report about that unforgettable weekend in Columbus, Ohio on page 12. On page 8 is Jason Marsteller's look back at the Florida women's amazing run to their first team title in 28 years, as well as Julia Smith's IM double and some big surprises from the meet. On page 17 is our report on Ohio State's continued dominance in collegiate synchronized swimming. The team won their 26th overall title last month. Our swim magazine section features dryland exercises for a better backstroke by J.R. Rosania and a week's worth of workouts from Gator Swim Club Masters. Dan Flack, the head coach of the Baylor School in Tennessee, is the subject of Mike Stott's Q&A this month. Flack talks about his training his high school team to win Swimming World's national high school title and gets in-depth with one of his top swimmers, Spencer Rowe. The junior swimmer section features a look back at Nova of Virginia's amazing run at the NCSA Junior Nationals, a profile of national record setters from the Eagle Swimming Association, and a roundup of the Speedo sectional meets and winter high school meets. Premium subscribers get plenty of added features in the online version of the magazine. One such feature we're proud to offer this month interviews with some of the top swimmers from the men's NCAA championships. Just click on a link embedded in the article to watch an interview like this one from 50 free champ Josh Schneider.
Did the big dog say anything to you after the race?
Yeah, actually, just Fegan coming up, shaking my hand. I was glad Adrian came over across the lanes, shake my hand, because I tried to introduce myself to him on Monday, and I didn't feel the love there, but just, you know, he was being a good sport, and I appreciated it, you know.
If you're not a premium subscriber, just go to swimmingworld.com and click on the subscribe link.